Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Today, we're actually going to be talking about the U.S. Open Finals, both the men's and the women's side. All right, you'll have to stay tuned for this one. All right, guys, so in recognition of Emma Raducanu, we are drinking tea today. Earl Grey.
Earl Grey tea.
This one's for you, Emma. Cheers.
Cheers.
So no coffee today, guys.
It's kind of hot, man.
Ooh.
It was good, though.
That's good. Okay. So congratulations. Let's start with the women, okay? So congratulations to Leylah Fernandez and Emma Raducanu for making history. The first time in history, two teenagers made it to the finals. First time qualifier winning the finals.
Or even getting to the finals.
That's right. First time since 1977 since a British person has won the finals. That was Virginia Wade. They showed her
she was
a
there.
few times.
Yeah, she was there at the match.
She was looking good from 77. So, got my man Coach Gu here today. We're going to talk about the women's final and then the men's. So, just a quick synopsis of what happened here. Leylah actually had the harder draw. So, she actually had to beat Osaka. She had to Kerber. So former winners.
She beat some top-ranked players too. That's not easy to do. And she played throughout that time when she played Osaka too, and further into the draw near the final, she played all three setters.
Exactly, and she frustrated all of them.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Leylah.
It was fun watching.
She played smart.
She's smart. She's relentless, even on tough points. She'll make you play. She'll just make you play every single point. There's no easy way out.
But Emma actually had to play more matches. She actually went through the qualifying draw. 3 matches won there before getting into the main draw. She got lucky on the first round because Shelby Rogers defaulted because of injury. So she only got away with 1 match there after winning 3. And then 7 matches after that to win the finals. Mm-hmm. So that's a lot of tennis. That's a lot of tennis,
yeah.
But Emma didn't drop a set through qualifying.
Yeah, she played lights out. She was very efficient throughout her sets.
So 10 matches times 2 is 20 sets won.
Yeah.
Wow. About the match now. Let's dive into the match.
Emma was playing lights out off the gate. Both players were playing really well, high level. Like, as you can tell by the rallies, whoever got that opportunity to step in the first ball would win the point.
Right.
That was just basic tennis. Whoever wanted to step in and take the opportunity to take it on would win the point majority of the time.
I felt like Emma pretty much stayed calm the whole match through. Like the British way. She kept calm, right? Keep calm and win the U.S. Open.
I think I had a feeling that Emma, because there's, how that when you watch a player, you have a feeling that player is going to win because they're dictating so much. Mm-hmm. That's what I got from Emma. That's what I felt when I was watching it because, yes, she was calm, but she felt very composed and she knew what she was executing in her game plan.
Right.
And
her footwork was wonderful.
I think that's the first time for the WTA Tour that I've seen a woman move that well.
She floated around the court. I was watching with a bunch of people actually at the store, and people that were watching it with me were saying, wow, she runs around like effortlessly like Federer.
Yeah,
and
she floats.
Yeah.
She is very graceful, and she was with her footwork. It's amazing to watch because you can tell with footwork in tennis, it's very intense, it's very quick, reactive, and sometimes it looks forced.
The things that we felt were the differences was the serves. I felt like Emma dictated a lot more on her own serve. She pretty much took the point immediately from that and then dictated the point she wanted. Whether she won the point or not, it's how she wanted it to go.
Yeah, she was definitely hitting her spots more. I think Leylah was struggling on her first serve. A lot of first serve errors. And it makes a difference, especially at any level. If you're making more first serves, you're more likely to win the match because, the more first serves you put in, the more likely you'll dictate the point. But if you're hitting second serves, you're double faulting quite a bit, it could take a toll. It could definitely kind of change the momentum of the match. And it definitely felt like it did happen.
Right.
I mean, you tell in the first game 2, she got broken.
Right.
Leylah got broken, and that one game can dictate that set or that momentum shift already.
And then when Leylah hit her second serve, Emma was in front of that baseline every time, taking it early, dictating the return. So if Leylah hit a second serve, Emma punished it.
I think throughout the whole match, it really came to the person that was willing to step up, who's going to take that opportunity to step up and really crack it. I mean, Emma did a great job. Leylah had some moments too, but I think Emma kind of dictated the majority of it. She played it well. She was using it against her return game. Using it in her return game. She was using it in her serves. That's just classic tennis. That's just tennis 101, right? Got to put a first serve in, then you got to get the way to set up the point. Punish that second serve, and then you get the point.
Exactly. So the way I felt about Emma was, she's like Iceman from Top Gun. So I'm nicknaming her Ice Woman from this tournament. She flies and floats around the court, with such calm, pinpoint accuracy from her shots, in total control. When you make that mistake, when it's time to make that mistake on the other side, when your opponent makes that little bit of a mistake, when you just breathe, Ice Woman's got you.
I give props to Leylah at the second set when she was down 5-2. She's fought her way back. I think that game had 2-5. She had reduced points everywhere and gave her some match points. But like I said, Leylah is just such a competitor and a fighter, and played smart in the big points. Honestly, just watching those two players just battle it out on the main stage, especially on the big stage like the U.S. Open, and the crowd just loving it. It's what I believe every kind of pro's kind of dream.
Yeah, no, for sure, and they're very well spoken. They're very mature.
I love their press conference, especially Leylah about 9/11 for New York. Very, very powerful. Just professional players that gave a good speech, and honestly, all respects to Leylah for that speech, and thank you for that shout out. Just having Leylah, who's not even American, just a Canadian, just a brother country for us, just kind of giving us that, that we inspired her, to be that strong and resilient player. It's the biggest kind of compliment to us, and honestly, all props to Leylah. That's a great props to Leylah. Thank you. Honestly, I have it here.
Yeah.
I hope I can be as strong and as resilient as New York has been for the past 20 years.
And she vowed to be back next year.
I'm excited. For me, just to watch these two players, I hope I get to see both of them again in the tournament. Definitely, in my opinion, match of the year. Right. Definitely this year is. I think it's more match of the year compared to the men's final.
Anything else? So let's jump into that. It's not what we all expected, actually.
I didn't expect it, but I'm happy for it. Sorry, I'm just not a big Djokovic fan.
My prediction was he would lose the first set, which he did.
I thought he would come back and win it in 4. Because that was the pattern. Medvedev just came out firing out the gates. Literally didn't give him any chance to breathe in the second set even, too.
Yeah, I felt like I saw a crack on Djokovic's shield, actually in the Zverev match, because he didn't want to duke it out as much with Sasha, really. I mean, he basically drop shot him, and he was really crafty after trying to duke it out. He also went 5 sets with him. So it's like what Roddick said. First he takes your legs, then he takes your soul. And I don't feel like Djokovic wanted to take or could take Medvedev's legs out today. I didn't feel like he didn't either want to or he couldn't. I wasn't quite sure which it was.
I think it was, in my opinion, I felt like it was a combination of both. That guy, Djokovic, he is one of the one of the big 3 for sure, one of the greatest players to ever play. Despite not me liking him, but he is, he has that killer mentality, that what we used to call that mama mentality, right? So I just didn't feel like he had that today. He didn't want to duke it out at all, or just wasn't capable of doing it today. And Medvedev just capitalized. Medvedev had like 16 aces today. Yeah. That was unreal. That's probably the most I've ever seen a pro actually ace.
Right. At the one thing that I looked at was in the middle of the 3rd set. I looked at the clock behind Medvedev, and it said 1:58, hour 58. Leylah and Emma's match was 1:53, I believe, and that was 2 sets.
Those 2 sets, yeah.
So you're
he was
2.5 sets, right? And it's only an hour 50.
And he was
9.
Yeah.
In a match like that, Djokovic in that 3rd set should have been in the 2.5 hour range.
That never happens.
Normal
really,
Djokovic,
yeah.
right?
That never happens. Djokovic will always make you battle it out in a second. He will crush your legs in a second.
Right. So I felt like there was definitely something wrong. I'm only speculating that he might not have gotten a good night's sleep, probably worrying about it, the whhole world on his shoulders.
Just the pressure of cracking the 20 mark, to crack the 21.
Right.
The first one to crack 21, and a lot of pressure, big stage. We're all humans, right? So playing with that type of pressure and with that type of crowd is tough. It's really tough, and sometimes those kind of thoughts and that pressure kind of goes through your mind and kind of leaks into your game a little bit and does affect it. So, cracking 21 and playing especially at the U.S. Open, it's such a rowdy crowd. That was my dream of playing at the U.S. Open, because I've been there many times. It's so much fun. The crowd gets into it, and it's fun. So, you get the pressure of that, and everyone's watching you trying to crack 21. So it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, he had definitely the weight of the world on him.
He did crack. He did crack in the 3rd. Even though he came back, he put up a fight, but you could tell he was tearing.
He wasn't there.
He wasn't physically, mentally there. It's just to see a great player like that just go through that is tough. Even for me as a player, just watching him and spectating him on the side, it's a tough route.
But props to Daniil. Daniil was not going to let him breathe. He knew what he had. He had a game plan, and he executed it perfectly.
The guy played lights out. In 2019, he said he wanted to be back there. He wanted to be back there, and he showed it to us in 2019 against Nadal. And he lost in 5, I believe, right? He lost in 5. Gritty player. We saw some essence of Djokovic in him.
Right.
Wanted to play, get every single ball back, and you can tell Medvedev is just such a smart player, such a high IQ player that you can make Djokovic run for his money, as you can tell in that set, in those matches. He is one of the reasons why he's still in the top.
He's two.
He's top. Yeah, he's two. Yeah, it's the reason why he's in the top three. That's why he's playing the best tennis right now. He's one of the guys that you gotta watch out for. He's such a high IQ player, and you don't get those a lot. And especially the way he plays, he can rip, he can be crafty, he can read, he can take time away. This guy is, today, just played lights out. Didn't give Djokovic any breathing room. Even when Djokovic started to come back, he just took that away and said, nope, that's going to be me.
You have to be prepared to go 5 against
Djokovic.
You
have to be ready. Yeah, he prepared. He said he wanted it this bad, and he was ready for it. And, I give a ton of props to both players. I can tell Djokovic was, definitely not happy how he performed.
January's around the corner, and he can start it up again.
Yeah, but I think his goal was trying to get that, that golden slam. Can happen, but it's always next year, right?
Well, no gold, but definitely, the year slam.
Yeah.
3 years away, 3 more years, we can try golden slam again.
Yeah, we'll see how long he can stay there, though.
All right, guys. So those were our thoughts of the U.S. Open 2021. And congratulations again to Emma Raducanu and Daniil Medvedev.
Honestly, great matches. Yeah, great matches. Fun to watch. This year was a lot of upsets. That was the biggest thing. There's a lot of upsets. Shout out to Jensen Brooksby. I've known that kid when he was probably 12, honestly. That kid has been dreaming big, playing some great tennis, and watching a NorCal native, on TV is, one, such an inspiration for us that, NorCal tennis, or in general, U.S. tennis is coming back a little bit and showing some glimpse of light that, maybe we are doing the right thing somewhere. But hopefully he stays playing, stays healthy, and sky's the limit for Jensen Brooksby. The guy is he just plays. He's a competitor.
There you go. Well, we also got Korda coming along, so
yeah.
I originally predicted Djokovic to win, and I originally predicted Osaka to win. Obviously, I was wrong. I feel like every prediction I've made this year has been a jinx to people that they never would win. Whenever I said
this is why you don't do Vegas, bro. That's why I don't do Vegas.
Don't bet on tennis. All right, I want to thank my man Coach Goo for having some tea with me today. Coach Goo, where can we find you?
You can find me at ag.tennis. I'll also be posting content there as well.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. All right. Keep calm and drink tea.
Yep. All right, man.
That was perfect. Thank you.